Hi everyone. Um, this is a quick video, nothing too long, probably one of the first of many of me doing a deep dive into one of my poems. And for one of my poems today, I call this one 47. The trials and tribulations between the heart and the mind are possibly the most powerful relationship that you can ever experience. The logical thoughts the mind creates elevates its consciousness beyond planes. The heart's loving and nurturing state brings care and healing to the body and soul. The mind lacks compassion and empathy to understand the heart's feelings of reasoning beyond logic to live its true nature. The heart's lack of awareness of discernment and knowledge that is blinded by love and compassion to be able to live its true nature. But when these two entities come together in harmony with the help of patience, understanding, and care, the possibilities are limitless with a lack of capped potential. So I finished the first half of this piece of work probably maybe like a month or two ago. I just didn't finish it. I just finished the second half not a couple like last week or several days ago. But the deep dive of this poem is based off a late rapper named Capital Steez, who was infatuated with the number 47, which he related them to the chakras in your body, which 4 represents the heart and 6, and he uses 47. The 7 is the crown that opens your mind, that opens your consciousness to the outer worlds, with 7, where 6 is actually your mind, where your mind's sense of self is. I say 47 because the heart and the mind are some of the most complex relationships that you can ever have, because your heart can do one thing, and your mind can do one thing, and your mind can think one thing, and your heart can think one thing. It's just that these factors are very important of making you. It makes you who. It doesn't make you who you are. It's more so it has a representation of what you think and how you feel and how you think, and it's just it's such a complex relationship to have that they contradict each other a lot of the times if you don't have your sense of self together. So I say that's one of the most powerful relationships you can have for any not just human being, but any being in general. The relationship between the heart and mind is one of the most powerful. I know I reiterate that a lot, but it's just, you have to understand that once these two feelings come together, they become very powerful. Because when you think a lot, you're probably thinking about a lot of things that that could be, because your mind is logical. You think logic, you think you take things for face value. You come up with these ideas in the sense of how do you organize things, or how do you set things up, and how do you think of everything you thought of prior to your past, your now, your future. It's always thinking, but it doesn't have the sense of feeling or understanding of where you truly, your feelings will want to be at in a certain time and place and positioning, and your feelings your feelings can be very passionate. You can be very passionate, and you have strong emotions where you just do things where you truly find the true peace in nature and peace in nurturing in yourself to be who you truly want to be, how you truly want to feel, how you truly want to live your true self, but when these two things, when your mind and heart conflicts with each other, it's tumultuous. It's such a tumultuous relationship because it's constant fighting between the mind and the heart, because your heart would think, well, we shouldn't trust this, while your heart says, I love it though. And it's so complex because you don't understand everything that's going on in the world. Donald Rumsfeld, he was part of George W. Bush's cabinet. I think it was Secretary of Defense. I think that's what his position was. He said, it was I think this was in 2001 or 2002. He had this quote that I love to repeat. There are known knowns, there are known unknowns, and there are unknown unknowns. There are things we do know that we do know there are things we do know that we don't know, and there's things we don't know, we just don't know. We know very little things about what we truly know, and there's more things we just don't know about that we're aware of that we don't know. And there's just a colossal amount of things we just don't know, we just don't know. And to that, I always say to myself is when I always find myself in a situation where I don't know how to use reasoning, when I don't know how to use reasoning, or I feel one way, but I know that I'm like, I don't know. I'm trying to be, I love you in a reasonable way, and I'm being logical with you how we can set things up. But I just know that in my heart of hearts, in my mind of minds, it's probably best to look at the situation and just stop for a second and just be like, maybe I should just give it some time to let it understand. It's like trying to understand the situation itself, because I don't know what Greek philosopher said this, but I don't remember who, but this quote goes, I know that I know nothing. I know that I know nothing. I know that I know nothing. So I don't know what, like, it's because I think about it, because you never know what somebody's going through in life. You never know what their mind is thinking and what their heart what their mind is thinking and what their heart is feeling, because you don't know the circumstances of some people that have experienced some things in life. They may want to talk about it, they may not want to talk about it, but it's just taking the thought of being like, all right, I'm here for you when you need me. But I just know that a lot of people just need to be to themselves so they can figure out their confliction between their 47. Everybody's got their own internal battles they have to figure out in life, and they got to set a plan, or I should say plan. They have to come to terms and accept some of the things that they've been through, and accept some of the things that they are, as people, and some people are going to make decisions in life that's going to benefit them in the long run, and some people are going to make decisions in life that are going to be ill-willed towards themselves. I hope not. I want everyone to succeed in this world, but common sense proves otherwise. Theory is different from practice. So that's why I say that the logical thoughts the mind creates elevates its consciousness beyond planes, to elevate its mindset, to elevate its awareness of things. And the heart's loving and caring nature brings healing to the body and soul. So if you ever like in pain, the heart, if you ever like you feel like you're pain, like when you get hurt, your mom or dad or your guardian, whoever takes care of you, in your life, that was there for you when you were suffering, when you were down and about. You want that nurturing and care that emotions and empathy brings to you, But when the mind is thinking so logically, it doesn't have much feelings, and the mind doesn't think much with knowledge, so the mind thinks with knowledge, so it has lack of discernment of understanding what certain situations are. But once you can come to terms with what you want in life, or what you want to be in life, or who you want to, once you understand the identity that you want to be, your true identity of who you are as a human being for the rest of your life, from birth to death, and you want to live the rest of your life as this one thing, it makes life easier. Because in my case, I live for peace, love, and understanding. I have no desires for money. I have little to no desires for money, for status, for material stuff. I live for the little things. I live for the little things about this world. I live for the small things, because I can never take I shouldn't say never, but I do not take those things for granted. I appreciate every second that I have with them, So I just want, the best for everything, everyone and everything out there. But for that, like Gil Scott-Heron says, the revolution will not be televised. It starts here, and it starts here. It starts both here. So, the battle between the mind and the heart is the tale of 47, or maybe 46 if you want to go by that. is one that takes time. Takes a lot of time. Takes a lot of time to understand yourself and understand others. You know, having patience, and understanding, but also, don't deal with somebody's shit if you don't want to. You have the choice to walk away. Find your inner peace. Don't find peace when you're dead. Find peace when you're alive. Find your peace in this world, because once you die, it's a wrap. There's no coming back. And time goes on, when time passes, you can't get it back. So make the best of what you got. Make the best of what you got, and live for peace. And that's what I do. I shouldn't, but you live your life. But put positive out in the world, and positive will come for you. Try not to put negative, because you put negative out in the world, negative will come right back. So I hope all has or finds peace. Find peace. That's it for my little breakdown, my deep dive into my poem 47. And I appreciate you watching. Thank you. Have a nice day.